Welcome back, everyone. This is GTA Failure. Next up is a green phone mission, and in preparation for that green phone mission, we're over here at Asuka's, which is no longer marked on the map. But we're going to grab this fixed Yakuza Stinger. If it happens to be locked, just I got to start my timer. If it happens to be locked, then just run away a little bit and then come back, and it'll respawn and hopefully be unlocked. So let's slash that step done. So the idea of this mission, so we haven't started it yet. I should have taken that right. This is a slight detour out of the way. No worries though. So the idea with this next mission is that you're supposed to find 3 specific gang cars, and this is one of them. And you got to bring them to a specific garage. Hello, officer. You want to make sure that these cars are stay in pretty good shape. You can damage them a little bit, but if you damage them too much, you got to go to the paint spray to fix them, which is not that big a deal, but it's a little bit of a time loss. But I'm going to drive fairly cautiously here as I make my way over to that green or pink dot. I actually missed the message on the bottom of the screen, but it probably says something like, bring this car to the lockup. So that's what we're going to do. So we're getting back to our favorite parallelogram here, this time on the eastern side. And the opening here, just being careful at this intersection, the opening here is pretty narrow. It's right in here. And so what I do is I wait for the camera to turn around before I plow headlong into this space, and be careful not to smack into that garage as it's opening up. Don't smack into the back wall of the garage either. And that's one of the gang cars boosted. All right, so now we're looking for any vehicle, even a crummy perennial. And what we're going to do is find the other 2 cars. So one of them is a Mafia Sentinel, and the other is a Diablo Stallion. And if you've been paying attention to our car moving around schemes, then you might remember that those 2 vehicles are exactly the 2 stored in our garage right here on Staunton. So in theory, like the kind of standard way to do this mission is to start the mission at the green phone, maybe go grab, I don't have any armor for some reason, so let's grab that. Might as well grab these things as well. And then you can take either of these vehicles here. The order doesn't matter, we're just going to drop them both off and make one more trip back here to the garage to pick up that Sentinel. Standard way to do this mission is to start the mission, maybe grab that Yakuza Stinger because it's convenient, and then make your way back to the first island and run around until you find a Diablo Stallion, this vehicle, in the wild somewhere, and then bring it all the way back to this island and deposit it here, and then return all the way back to the first island and go over to St. Mark's and grab one of those Mafia Sentinels, either from the wild or from... Did I do something wrong here? Maybe I need to go a little bit farther in. It's in the garage. There we go. So if you want to get the Mafia Sentinel, you go from here all the way back to the first... Come on. All the way back to the first island. Grab one of those Mafia Sentinels while hopefully not getting shot up too much, and then return it to this garage. But we have made both of those trips, and we kind of routed them in a fairly efficient way, I hope. And so that all that preparation was to make this mission short and sweet, which is pretty cool. So all we do is grab this other vehicle. Don't you close that door on me. And bring it to the garage, and that will be the end of Gang Car Roundup. Pretty easy and straightforward once you've got these 2 vehicles stored in your garage. So looking ahead, looking to the next step, it says we're supposed to acquire a fast sturdy car. So there's really only 2 cars that I'm looking for here, like a Stinger or a Banshee. We're about to do a kind of a chase type thing, and we got to ram into a vehicle repeatedly. So our car is going to sustain damage necessarily, and so if you grab just any old fast car like a Cheetah or an Infernus, then that could be problematic. Your car might blow up before you finish collecting all of the stuff you're supposed to collect. So what I'm looking for here is a sports car, but hopefully not a Cheetah or an Infernus. And it's okay, I'm going to slash here even though I don't have it yet. I'm just going to look to the right, look to the left, look to the right again. It's like when you learn how to cross the street as a kid. I was hoping to find one of my desired sports cars there, but I didn't, so we'll find one down here after we start the mission. So there is a vehicle driving around on, and you can see it marked on the map with that kind of pinkish, reddish, magenta-ish dot. And so we're going to go find that vehicle and ram into it. I think it's 6 times. And every time you ram into it hard enough, it drops evidence, and you got to collect the evidence. Of course, you're going to get wanted stars as soon as you collect the first piece of evidence. That makes it tough. And this mission can be kind of difficult and random because there's lots of ways it can go wrong. Like if the other car blows up, then you fail. And if the other car happens to drive off a cliff and into the water, then you fail. And if the other car flips over, you fail. All right, so here it is coming up. It's this guy. So I'm going to hit it from behind and then just back up a little bit and grab that. And now we've got 2 stars for the rest of the time. Now you could grab a bribe star. All right, so I don't want to hit this guy too hard while he's dancing around near the water there. Where are you, buddy? Come on, flip over. Boom. So if there are bribe stars conveniently located, then you can grab them. That makes this mission much easier. I actually don't know really where the bribe stars are around here. He doesn't usually come up this way for me. So the strategy that I found works best, if you can do it, is to hit this person from behind and then kind of slow down a little bit so that you can grab the evidence. Did I get that one? No, I did not. All right, and you can also see that we're smoking a bit here. It's okay if our car blows up. It just is a time loss because you got to go grab another car and then chase this guy down who's gotten kind of far away while you were changing cars. So we hit this one last time. There it is. All right. So we grab the last piece of evidence here. If my car right now were to like light up on fire, I would just get out and start running away. It's no problem. So all we have to do is blow up this car, and so you can do that at any point, anywhere. And I can see, looking at my little timing program, that my next mission is at the R marker. So I'm headed to the R marker, at least in that direction. And I'm looking for maybe a speedy car on the way that I can trade to, because this one is going to be all kinds of blown up in order to pass the mission. So maybe like right here. And so we just shoot it a bit, enough to catch it on fire, take a little bit of damage there. That's no problem. And hopefully we don't get blown up. Get in. Get in. All right, so we did get a wanted star there just because we stole this Infernus in front of a police officer, but that will go away and no problem. Okay, next mission is down here in the R. Now, there's a lot of OM steps here. This mission isn't hard, but we're going to do it in a non-traditional way, which I think is a little bit faster. So let's try it. All right, so the first step says buy sniper if you have less than 6 ammo, and the ammunition, I was just having trouble remembering where it was from this location. So you just go straight out here and it's on the right. Now, you should have at least 6 sniper ammo. I'll check. I'm pretty sure I do. I'm glad I checked. So the reason that we don't have it is because we got busted that one time and then I never replenished. So there you go. All right, glad we checked. So you grab the sniper ammo there, just 1 is fine, slash that. Then we take this eastern highway right here to the south, and we'll exit at the very first right-hand opportunity because we're heading to the police station. This is a mission which naturally brings you from Island 2 to Island 1. And since we're making that, now you could take a shortcut right there. I usually miss that. So I'm going to head to the sort of more common way to get into the police station. But if you see the shortcut, you can grab it. Otherwise, come right down here, down these stairs. We need to get to the back of the police station, and we need a police car in order to get this gate to unlock. So we took the Eastern Highway south. We're going to acquire the police enforcer. That's this vehicle right over here. So as I was saying, we'll slash that one. As I was saying, we're doing this in a non-traditional way, but this mission takes us from Island 2 to Island 1, and so this is an opportunity to move a vehicle that needs to get from Island 2 to Island 1. And this particular vehicle right here needs to get imported, exported on Island 1. So we're making this mission longer, but hopefully the whole run shorter. All right, so let's get out of here and back over to the bridge. And that is up this way, and then we'll make a right across the bridge. Now, what we're supposed to do is hop into a very specific boat, which is on the dock at Portland Island, this first island, and then go chase down a guy and shoot him until his damage meter gets high enough, fills up, I guess. But turns out there's a faster way to do it, and that's the way we're going to do it. But in order to do the faster way, you still need to get in and out of the boat. Like in order to activate the guy that we're going to try to take out, we need to get in and out of the boat. So we're going to do that first. And I've made the mistake before of just heading right to where I know that guy is supposed to be, but he wasn't there. He didn't spawn because I neglected to get in and out of the boat. You can see the triads shooting at us. They're going to be shooting at us for the rest of the game, but not a big deal. Okay, so as usual, be very careful when you go through this tunnel. It's quite easy to drive your vehicle right off the edge into the water and drown. So I'm not going to run here because I'm near water. So I would just carefully come down here, and then when I'm close enough, I'm going to push F to get in. Now I'm going to pause a second until the camera changes. Then I'm going to push F to get out. I'm going to slash because that step is done. And if you don't, and then I'm going to take some steps in the correct direction here and hop, hop, hop until I get up on the deck. Now, if you don't pause after you get in, so what I made the mistake of doing before is I would get in with the F button, and then I would push F to get out immediately, but I didn't actually have control of my guy for the first second or two. And then I would start kind of, backing up because I thought I was walking around the boat, and I thought I was trying to walk back towards the deck, the dock, so I could jump on it. But I was still driving the boat because of that slight delay before I had control, and I was actually backing the boat up, and then I have to start driving the boat forward and trying to get it to stop in a place where it's easy to jump on the dock. And if you miss jump or you're far away or whatever, you can jump into the water, and that's a problem. So I have learned to pause a beat and wait for that camera to shuffle around before I push the F key a second time to get out of the boat, and then when the boat is stationary there, I just make my way to the dock. Okay, so we import-export this vehicle right here, and then I'll give myself credit for that by hitting my minus hotkey, and then we're going to drive right over to this corner of the dock, or whatever this structure is called. And we're going to come over to the corner, and we're going to walk so that we don't accidentally walk off the edge. And then we're going to change over to our recently purchased sniper. Right-click to get to the first-person view here. Zoom in with Z, and then shoot this boat, which you can barely see one time. There's a slight delay after you shoot it. You might feel like you missed. Then there's a cutscene that doesn't make sense because we're not doing this mission the way that it's intended. Now, being very careful here, only to touch Z or X because we're going to snipe this guy from afar. You got to turn in the correct direction, zoom in, and then lead the shots just a little bit. Maybe aim for like the front of the boat. And at some point he's going to turn towards me, which makes it quite easy to do. And there you go. Mission passed, and careful as you walk away from this thing. Okay, so next up is kind of a little bit of nonlinear stuff. So maybe I can pause. Actually, this might be a good place to end this video, and then I'll explain what's happening here with the nonlinear stuff. Okay, so we'll stop there. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again real soon.